Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily.
Ruddy, give me ruddy in the Bible dictionary. Give me the ruddy where David brung it out. What else do I need? Give me ruddy in the scriptures where it's mentioned with David. The white man in the Ku Klux Klan, that's the main groups that push this scripture. After we started coming out in the street saying Jesus was black. Since 1969, that's why even the show Good Times had a whole episode about Jesus being black in Chicago, because we was pushing that like nuts, that Jesus was black around that time, right? So during that same time, that's when white supremacist groups start saying that the Jews are not black because David is ruddy, okay? Which is a lie. They think the word ruddy means red. The word ruddy in this scripture does not mean red. I will show you. Now first, let's read the definition in the Bible dictionary. Go ahead.
Ruddy. A word used to refer to a red or fair complexion.
A red or what?
A red or fair complexion.
A red or fair complexion. What does fair mean in old biblical terms? No.
A healthy, a young,
beautiful
complexion.
Round about the, when did it start? 1700s. Fair stopped meaning beautiful and start meaning white. Because white was beautiful. That was around the Renaissance time, which is the same time when they repainted almost all of the pictures in Europe of Jesus being black, all the Russian icons, to make them beautiful, to make them white. You get my point? That's another Negro myth. Just like when they say locks means a chunk of white hair. They say that's a lock of her hair, like a chunk of hair. A lock is a braid. It's not just a chunk of some white broad's hair. That's not what a lock is. Fair means beautiful. When it's now there's another part about the difference between David and the Israelites in that thing. Hold that. Now let's go to the scripture, ruddy, when David was called ruddy by Goliath. Who knows where it is?
1 Samuel 16 and 11.
1 Samuel 16 and 11. We're going there right now.
And there's another one as well. Yeah.
Which one you want, Michelle? You got a preference?
It don't matter, because both of them refer to the same thing, right?
No problem. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kubal. I'm sorry, let me start reading. Go ahead.
1 Samuel 16 and 11. And Samuel said unto Jesse, and here are all thy children. And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel,
so this was the counsel that Samuel had to see which one of Jesse's sons was going to be the king. He knew one of Jesse's sons was going to be the king, and he knew that he would know him when he saw him. Right. So David was so ruddy and young that he didn't even get to come to the council. They just assumed it wasn't him. Right. And that's where we at right now. Go ahead.
And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he come hither.
So then he looked around. He said, hold up, it ain't none of these cats. Is somebody missing? Then they said, yeah, David. So then Samuel sent for David to come to the council. Go ahead.
And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy.
He was what?
He was ruddy.
He was what? Go ahead.
He was ruddy.
Go ahead.
And withal of a beautiful countenance.
He was ruddy and with all of a beautiful countenance. Meaning when this cat walked into the council, this cat was beautiful. This cat had a beautiful spirit, just a beautiful cat when you look at him like, Dad, look at this cat here. Which is why they didn't ask him to come. Who does not understand?
Is it like he's saying he ain't like us? Or
How are they?
they not ruddy?
They not ready. How are they?
They not beautiful and
Give me more.
He don't look tough enough?
He don't look tough enough.
right.
That's the perfect way to describe it. This cat don't look like a killer.
Right.
He ain't got no scar down there. And remember, we talking about Israelites. This ain't white people.
Right.
Y'all know if you walk in the room and you say, well, who in charge? You look and you see them. That's obviously the man. He's sitting over there in the corner. Where the Jake who want to be in charge, he make that face to be in charge. Because that's what to rule an Israelite, how you gotta be. I ain't telling y'all that y'all don't know. Have you ever been locked up for any time? All right. Well, you know it's, you got to go in. So now, they going to look for the king. And they looking for the badass.
Right.
And they like, and then Samuel look around and he don't see him. But Jesse, David's father, didn't even invite him because he was a pretty boy.
Right.
He was just too pretty faced to be the king over niggers. You get my point.
Right.
Now that's how you know ruddy does not mean red faced.
Right.
Which is what when the white supremacist groups looked at this, they take the red, instead of saying the or fair,
Right.
they just take the red. And of course they're wrong, and they shouldn't even pull this because this definition proves them wrong categorically. Now give me Goliath, when Goliath called him ready. Where we at, boy,
1 Samuel 17:42.
1 Samuel 17:42. Let's go to that, shop.
1 Samuel 17:42. And when the Philistine looked
So
up,
now this is when David and Goliath met face to face in that valley before they fought each other. All right? Go ahead.
and when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him.
He what?
He disdained
When
him.
Goliath is the Philistine. And when he saw David, he hated him more when he looked at him. He looked at him, he hated him more. Go ahead.
For he was but a youth.
For he was but a youth, he was too damn young, a young boy. Go ahead.
And ruddy.
And pretty. Like now David, Goliath is a ugly, Lord knows ugly African. And to be an ugly African, you ugly, Jack.
Yeah.
You ugly like Mars is high in the sky. Now Goliath was that. And he was feared and a killer and famous for being a killer.
Right.
And he was old in killing, seasoned and experienced in killing. And some young pretty boy, that's like Hamaquah walk out there to fight you.
Right.
You think you can take Hamaquah. Nigga, you can't. You think you can because of how he look. Oh, look at him over there, look like a young Michael Jackson. He's beautiful, look at him. Now you think you can beat him, but you can't. Because the Lord gonna be with him. Well listen, that's how David was. So when Goliath saw him, he hated him because of how beautiful he was.
Right.
Not because he was so red-faced.
Right.
He hated him because of how beautiful he was. He was a pretty boy, and that made nobody respect him. Because he didn't look like a killer.
Right.
But David, brother, was a stone cold killer with a pretty face. What the hell are you gonna do? All right. Now finish the definition. Now here we go. Go back to the Bible dictionary. Now let's read it from the top.
Ruddy, a word used to refer to a red or fair complexion.
Now we read in the white man's Bible dictionary. A word used to refer, sometimes it means ready, sometimes it means beautiful. You got to understand the context to know David hated him because he was beautiful. His father didn't want to bring him. Why didn't his father want him to bring him to the council? Because he was too red-faced?
Right.
No. His father didn't want to bring him because he was a pretty boy and too young to be king. But yet he was the one the Lord chose. Keep going.
In contrast.
In what?
In contrast.
In contrast, go ahead.
To the dark skin of the Hebrews.
To the what?
The dark skin of the Hebrews.
To the what?
the dark skin of the Hebrews.
So some fool will tell you, no, it means David was ready. So then what were the Hebrews then? So David was the only red one. But the rest of the Hebrews were dark skinned. They was black people. Now, here's the truth of it. David was dark because David is a Hebrew, and all the Hebrews are dark. But David was a pretty boy amongst them Hebrews. And that's why they didn't respect him. Everybody understand? Until Goliath was laying there in the ground, and David had his head in his hand. Now that makes people want to respect you. After that he got some respect. Go ahead.
And that second part is really to explain the later meaning with the Renaissance.
Yes.
That second part is really to explain that.
Exactly. That's a perfect definition. Yes. The Renaissance, they repainted all the pictures that were painted of the Jews being black, Christ being black. To make them beautiful, to make them white. And not make them that dark-skinned Hebrew look, which is not fair. Which is not beautiful. And that's where you get the Renaissance or rebirth from. When they repainted all the pictures in Europe and changed the black pictures to white. That's correct. We good here.
So
Go ahead, bro.
if I could just the one in Songs of Solomon, if you could just run through that one too. That's all.
Take your time.
Songs of Solomon 5 and let me start at 9. Oh yeah. 5 and 9. What is thy beloved more than another beloved? O thou fairest among women. What is thy beloved more than another beloved?
What's your specific question now? This is what
They go into the RUDDY in verse 10.
Go ahead.
That thou dost so charge us, my beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000. His head is as the most fine gold, his locks are bushy and black as a raven. His eyes are as the
We passed your point, right? So you got the point. So who are we speaking about? It said his hair.
Right.
So who are we talking about?
This is Solomon.
Solomon.
Right.
Solomon was what race?
A Hebrew.
A Hebrew. So now let's start there.
Right.
We know already the Hebrews were not white.
Right. They was dark.
They was dark.
Right.
We know that from Jeremiah 14 and 2. Right. The Jews are black. Right. So you get my point. If you're out in the street, you start right from there. If you breaking down already, you done already broke down that the Hebrews are dark skinned. You know this is talking about Solomon, the son of King David, right? You know already, if you need to, go to Jeremiah 14 and 2, where it proves the Jews are black. Now it's saying that read it one more time.
Verse 10, my beloved is
This is David's wives singing to him. That's what the book, the Song of Solomon is. It's a book of this, it's a duet. It's David's wives, sometimes individually, sometimes they singing to him together. All singing to him, and he's singing to them. All right? So this is the part where his wives sing to him. Go ahead.
My beloved is white and ruddy.
It's calling David white and ruddy. What does ruddy mean? Mashak.
Beautiful.
He's beautiful. And he's white. Who can break it down? Soccer War.
Pure.
He's pure. That's what white means in the scripture. That's what it means. Though thy sins be as scarlet, yet shall ye be white. Does that mean we all going to turn white skin? Because it says, ye be. You get my point? Yet shall, meaning you will be white as snow. If you need a precept, pull that one for ignoramus that asked that question. Just pull that. That's fine enough. Okay? That's Isaiah, what is that? 1:13, I think, something like that, all right? Meaning David is pure. He's pure. He ain't full of damn guile and disgust and... I'm sorry, Solomon. He ain't full of guile and disgust. She's giving him a compliment. She's saying that my man is pure. And he's handsome and beautiful. Hell, come on, man. Leave him alone. Hell. You get the point. Go ahead.
Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily. Ignorant multiply brutality. We I see that they run gone left mommy. Fi struggle the hard road with 5 beginning. Our I see baby having baby. Nothing that happen no do.